I know I want to be a mom.
You do?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, is that something you've always known, or did you come to that?
I've come to that.
I don't know. I want to find my right house that I'm excited about, and maybe have a kid. You know? Yeah.
Her belly does look fit. Who knows if she's pregnant? I can't call it.
They were only streaming for a minute, 43 seconds to be exact, when Jonathan Majors glanced at Meagan Good's core and cracked, "Her belly looks fit." Who knows? A throwaway tease, but the camera lingered and social media filled in the blanks. Within an hour, the clip had been screen recorded, hashtagged, and stitched into reaction videos that flooded every timeline. Supporters piled on heart emojis. Cynics muttered about distraction tactics. Either way, the workout soft launch detonated louder than any movie trailer Majors ever dropped. But viral moments don't float in a vacuum. Behind that casual wink lies a tangle of courtroom transcripts, sealed settlements, and a former partner, Grace Jabari, who has been telegraphing revenge since the law closed its file. This story isn't just about a maybe baby. It's about redemption on a ticking clock, a whistleblower with receipts, and a public learning how fast applause turns to outrage, then back again.
What do you want next? What is next for Meagan Good in life?
I want to travel. I want to direct more. I want to do more action. I want to create vehicles for little black girls to show themselves in completely different lights and help support that and uplift that. I don't know. I want to find my right house that I'm excited about, and maybe have a kid. You know? Yeah.
The rumor didn't materialize out of thin air. Since finalizing her divorce, Meagan Good has spoken openly about a late-in-life desire for motherhood. During summer press junkets for her hit series, she told reporters she was absolutely ready. 2 would be ideal.
But I will say, I think even that put me back a little bit, because I was like, ooh, that's a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But I think even now, I'm just super ready, because I think there was a fear that life would turn into Groundhog's Day. And I think now, honestly, in huge part to Jonathan, because I knew I wanted to be a mom before Jonathan. I knew I was about ready before Jonathan.
Yep.
But I'm ready right now because I have so much fun with him, and because I know that it's not gonna become Groundhog's Day.
Praising Major's parenting of his 12-year-old daughter as proof he'd make a phenomenal partner in chaos. Days later, the couple jumped on a casual live stream from a private gym. The vibe was familiar. He spot checks her form. She laughs him off. But this time, a contour under her sports bra sparked a firestorm.
Her belly does look fit. Who knows if she's pregnant? I can't call it. Love you. All right, y'all, that's it. Goodbye. Peace.
Major's grin looked playful. Good's eyes widened an instant too long. Major signed off with "love you." Good echoed back, and the clip ended. Yet algorithmic wildfire was already raging. Observers quickly matched the footage to earlier paparazzi frames. Meagan at a festival in a fitted jumpsuit, completely flat-stomached. Meagan a month later, hoodie cinched just above the hip. Side-by-side comparisons became slideshow fodder, and armchair experts declared the bump roughly 8 to 10 weeks along. Hashtags multiplied faster than the speculation. Hashtag Fresh Start collided with hashtag PR Stunt in comment wars that chewed up entire feeds.
I think it's more, because even my sister tell you, when she got pregnant with my first nephew, she was like, I had to tell you something. I was like, okay, what? She's like, you can be her. We actually had this moment somewhere else, but just tell me you're pregnant. I'm gonna tell you my response.
Okay, so Meg, I gotta tell you something.
What?
So, we're pregnant. You're gonna be an auntie. I'm gonna have a baby.
Wow. Wow, you're pregnant.
Yes, I'm pregnant.
Why? Right now? Wow, Caesar, wait, wow.
Did you say why, or did you?
Be able to do anything. That was my response.
You did not say why.
If the pregnancy is genuine, the timeline aligns almost poetically with the couple's hush-hush courthouse wedding 3 months earlier. A private civil ceremony leaked only because a clerk's cousin posted the signed license on social media. The leak confirmed whispers that Good and Majors had quietly married to dodge the very headlines a pregnancy now guarantees. The soft launch also collided with an inconvenient calendar entry. Majors was midway through a court-ordered 52-week batterer's intervention program. mandated after his sentencing the previous spring. Baby on the Way and Domestic Violence Class at 3 p.m. share the same digital calendar, and that closeness fuels critics who call the bump redemption theater. But the pregnancy was lit a fuse elsewhere too. Rewind to mid-December 2023. After a 3-day trial, a Manhattan jury convicted Jonathan Majors on 2 misdemeanor counts stemming from a late-night altercation with then-girlfriend Grace Jabbari. Within hours of the verdict, his largest cinematic franchise announced he would no longer appear in upcoming installments, wiping the multiverse's next supervillain with a single press release. Casting offers vanished, endorsement contracts dissolved, and industry journalists openly debated whether Hollywood's fastest rising star had just experienced its fastest crash. For months later, a judge spared Majors jail but imposed strict probation, a full year of batterers counseling, mental health check-ins, and a stay-away order. Court stenographers recorded Good sitting in second row, mouthing silent prayers during the decision. Majors walked out stone-faced. Good gripped his fingertips like a lifeline in front of shutter clicks. Headlines dubbed the scene, "Celebrity Study Hall Begins." The fallout was instant. One studio shelved Majors' buzzy bodybuilding drama, originally tipped for award season glory. Beverage sponsors and menswear brands quietly recut campaigns, removing his image frame by frame. Yet a counter-chorus emerged, co-stars and directors praising his on-set professionalism. That double narrative, monster or misunderstood, would only intensify as Jabbari's voice went silent. Grace Jabbari didn't disappear. She retreated. The British dancer completed an 8-week run in a West End revival, then vanished from public bookings for nearly a year. However, she watched everything. Friends later revealed that Jabari screen-recorded every mention of her name. In late November 2024, word surfaced that she and Majors had quietly settled her civil suit, dismissed with prejudice, meaning permanently closed. Hours after news of the settlement broke, Jabari captioned a black and white selfie. "Sometimes silence is a safety pin, opening soon." The post auto-deleted, but screenshots traveled, speculation bloomed. Had the settlement muzzled her? Could she still talk? Lawyers pointed out that with prejudice bars future lawsuits, but non-defamatory speech is harder to gag. Through early 2025, her page became a breadcrumb trail of quotes. Toni Morrison 1 week, Maya Angelou the next, each referencing caged birds or stories untold. Followers decoded them like tarot cards. Commentators declared Jabari one notarized document away from blowing up Hollywood. Yet nothing dropped until mid-March 2025. 3 days before Majors' sideline bodybuilding drama secured theatrical distribution, a national magazine released a 28-second audio clip recorded months before the SUV scuffle. Majors' voice is unmistakable. "I aggressed you, that's never happened before." In the background, Jabari breathes shakily. The clip rewound the internet back to 2023, reviving every thread. Majors' attorney called the tape selectively edited, but the damage was done. Commentators compiled timelines. Subreddit detectives pinned them for newcomers. Within 2 days, renewed scrutiny unearthed the original text messages Jabari sent Majors that night. "I won't tell the hospital what really happened. They said they have to arrest you if they see my injuries." The exhibits resurfaced like digital ghosts, fueling fresh outrage. Meanwhile, a film producer's cryptic year-old tweet, "A vicious, cruel, abusive human being," got an encore. A former theater colleague retweeted it with the caption, "The industry knew." The pattern, systemic, not isolated, took shape. Publicists scrambled, Good huddled with brand reps, but a more personal crisis brewed. What else might still be on Jabbari's hard drive? In late 2024, when most studios treated Majors like kryptonite, one distributor made a calculated bet on short memories. It picked up his shelved indie for a March 2025 release, recut the trailer to tone down the more brutish moments, and slapped it with fresh pull quotes calling it a tour de force. Publicists framed the release as a case study in restorative justice. Star completes half his counseling, shows documented contrition, deserves professional parole. High-profile supporters echoed that idea in interviews, preaching accountability plus opportunity. Ironically, one of those statements dropped the same afternoon the audio leaked. The gamble halfway paid off. Opening weekend grosses slightly exceeded projections, but social media sentiment split. One reviewer wrote, "Come for the performance, leave conflicted." Box office analysts noted a new pattern of guilt curve. Ticket sales plateau early as controversy dampens word of mouth. Still, Majors had clawed back a foothold. Parallel to the film's campaign, Majors and Good quietly filed trademarks for a wellness app promising couples workouts and emotional skill building. Skeptics called it rebranding genius. Supporters saw genuine growth. Either way, the teaser poster, Majors spotting Good in a plank, mirrored the live stream that later set rumor gears spinning. Standing by an embattled partner carries a tab. Shortly after the 2023 verdict, a tech wearables company pressed pause on its holiday campaign featuring Good, citing brand safety concerns. Negotiations for her show's next season briefly stalled when an executive asked whether press tours would veer into domestic violence territory. Her team confirmed at least 3 endorsement losses, totaling mid-six figures. Yet Good doubled down. In talk show circles, she linked Majors' counseling journey to her own spiritual reset, drawing parallels between his homework assignments and her morning devotionals. On one podcast, she confessed that motherhood, once a foggy notion, sharpened as Majors healed. I know it won't become Groundhog Day. We'll be backpacking, filming, bringing the baby along. Fans swooned, detractors rolled eyes. Close friends note that Good became chief compliance officer, reminding Majors of class schedules, practicing role-play empathy sessions, even filming apology drafts for coach feedback. In February 2025, they attended a couples therapy retreat in Ojai. No security, just group circles by a bonfire. Other attendees reportedly left them alone. Still, 2 selfies leaked, and internet sleuths used them to estimate Good's waistline before the bump. Supporters consider Good's loyalty aspirational. Critics call it martyrdom. Either way, her choice puts her at the story's center, making any pregnancy news double as a referendum on forgiveness. If the baby rumor is true, due date math lands delivery around late March 2026, almost exactly 12 months after Majors was scheduled to finish the intervention program. To public relations strategists, that symmetry looks orchestrated. First was to graduate class, after that hold a newborn, and also smile on morning shows. Survivor advocates warn that redemption arcs often overshadow the harmed party, Jabari's trauma risks being footnoted. Headline algorithms already hint at a narrative shift. Early pregnancy coverage pairs Majors' quotes about blessing with pastel stock photos of baby shoes, burying references to the assault several paragraphs lower. A recent Media Lab study found that combining familial milestones with apology language reduces negative sentiment by nearly a quarter. Majors' team couldn't script better optics, yet all of it hangs on a thread. A single Jabari evidence dump could implode the timeline. Industry watchers recall other celebrities whose rehab narratives evaporated the moment Fresh Proof surfaced. Majors risks a similar implosion. Even without new receipts, the leaked audio lingers like Chekhov's gun, still in Act 2, waiting to fire. So where does the plot pivot next? 3 loaded variables remain in play. Jabari's leverage: she reportedly holds a library of unreleased screenshots, voice memos, and medical photos. Non-disparagement clauses rarely block factual evidence framed as public safety. One well-timed file drop could vaporize Majors' second chance, and Good's gamble with it. The box office cliff: Majors' indie drama is set for a streaming debut by autumn. If the numbers hold, studios may test him for supporting roles in 2026 slates. A second scandal before then could slam that window shut. The public attention span: audiences forgive swiftly when a baby is involved, yet they also doom scroll receipts forever. Every sonogram Good shares will land beside hashtags recalling Jabari's testimony. The algorithm has no mercy, it simply stacks content. Grace Jabari once wrote that silence is a safety pin. But safety pins open. Majors seeks a redemption arc timed to a bassinet. Jabari holds the shears that could slice the ribbon. And somewhere in between, Meagan Good straps on her backpack, places a palm on her abdomen, bump or no bump, and steps into the online crossfire with the calm of someone who believes the future can outshine the past. Stories, like reputations, never truly disappear. They just wait for the next push notification. Stay tuned. The final twist hasn't dropped yet. Who do you think's gonna be the next person in the limelight? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get the latest celebrity news and updates. I'll see y'all on the next one.